Alright folks, welcome back to Soul Tracker's game walkthroughs. This is the second one that I'm doing, and this is The Karate Kid, which is another movie-to-game adaptation that LJN, the same publisher of Jaws, the game, basically bought the rights for this movie as well. And so this was released in 1987, folks, which is roughly about 8 years after I was born. So it gives you a little bit of a date there of when I was born. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. So let's start. 1 player, 2 player, 1-on-1. And as you can see, there's a high score that still applies in games from the past. Karate tournament. You see how easy that level was? And here we go again. Quarter-final round. Bam! Motherfucker's dead. And then semi-final round. Here we go again. Boom, boom, boom. That was a little harder. And then finally, guess what? It's the final round of the tournament. Now this, for those of you that know Karate Kid, the movie, this game is based around Karate Kid Part 2. As you probably know from the movie, Part 2 started in the tournament, which is the end of Part 1. But essentially this moves on to Okinawa, as you could probably tell here. Game mechanics are the same. You basically kick and punch. Those are your only 2 options. And you also have bonus stages like Jaws. They held on to the bonus stages there. I'm usually good at this, but let's see what we got here. Oh. One more. Oh, am I gonna get it? Motherfucker, yeah! There you go. You caught 6 flies. Perfect. And essentially, the more points you have, as you can tell, there is a score up there on the top right. Once you get a certain amount, I can't remember exactly what, but you get a free life. And every time you collect those C's that appear above Daniel-san, that's either the crane kick or the drum technique. And if you know the movie, the crane kick was from the first movie, and the drum technique is from the second. And essentially, you have to jump over these holes and get into these little doors that double up as a save point as well as a bonus stage. So here we go. Let's try it again. Oh. Usually I'm really fucking good at this, but I think I'm fucking up. Am I gonna? Is it gonna? Are we gonna? Yeah, fucking ass. You got 5 flies. That's great. Not the best, but great. Daniel-san in Okinawa. So, yeah, this game is a little bit longer. This is about 15 minutes, basically, which is what usually... And that lady floating in the air there, that really makes sense. That was one of the ladies from the movie. Probably the old lady from the movie of Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi's girlfriend. Way back in the movie. If you watch the movie, you'll understand it. But, and the hammer thing, the swinging hammer is very hard, but I was able to get perfect a couple times. Here I go, kicking the shit out of these motherfuckers. Crane kick, crane kick. These levels are not very difficult. There's such a thing as forward momentum in this game, so ideally, you can't get more than 2 people showing up, see, like that, in order to kick your ass. So it's basically, that's what it is. If you have 2 people on the screen, odds are you can continue walking forward, and you won't encounter any other enemies. Look at that. I just snatched them all in like 10 seconds. Yeah, bitch. Perfect. Yeah. Daniel-san in Okinawa. And let's continue on. There are only 4 levels in this game. I'll let you know that right now. I chose Karate Kid as a secondary walkthrough just simply because it's a little bit longer than Jaws. Not too much, but it'll give me a chance to cut this video in 2. Since I've never cut video before, it'll be challenging, but I believe that the end of the video is coming up at about the 8-minute mark, seeing as how this is actually a walkthrough that was dubbed over the original gameplay. So, yeah, I'm doing the commentary. There's the boss. And as you can tell, the bosses are not very difficult. You just basically kick them, keep kicking them, and then they die. Now, this section here, the Typhoon, is kind of neat. It's essentially directly from the movie, because there's a typhoon that happens in the movie, and you have to basically get to safety. And your choice in the movie was to rescue this girl who was trapped on top of a bell tower. And this is essentially what you need to do to get there. See, not enough. No swinging hammers whatsoever. Those are really tough. But I believe I get a perfect one in this game somewhere. There's a guy. That guy there was essentially a guy that was trapped by a cable, a piece of wood in the movie. And Mr. Miyagi is the one who rescues him in the movie. The second one's pretty good. Yeah, so just... And again, there's no audio, there's no story driven, really. There's no, cut scenes in games this early in timeline, video games at home. Look at that. Did you see that? I just broke 6 ice blocks with my hand. Oh my god. And we're almost at the end of the typhoon. Sometimes it's a bitch because you get kicked back by these people that kick you and stuff, and it really sucks, right? Because see, like, as you could tell, I'm having a hard time getting up there. Get up there. There we go. Alright. So, I believe this is close to the end of the first part, so I will see you at the end of the second part. Or the beginning of the second part, I should say. Alright? And enjoy, and we'll see you very shortly, I believe. No, there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more to this thing. Let me just let it run its course. Yeah, there's a bridge we have to cross here. It's quite perilous. And jump up here. This bridge took me a little bit of time to beat because there's so many holes. But once you reach a bonus stage, you get to save your point there, so it's pretty good. I have a hard time with the flies for some reason here. I have one more. Oh, maybe not this time. But essentially that's it. So I will see you folks